How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back to My Comic Life, where tonight I am talking about issue number 6 of Usagi Yojimbo, or should I say, the very first issue that was ever done with the character Usagi Yojimbo. Now, what IDW is doing is that for the very first time, this comic is in color. And so, with the first 5 issues, it was all brand new stories with Yojimbo. But this time, it goes back to the very first issue and all in full color. Now, I do know that IDW is planning on releasing the trades of all the previous work all in color. So, I adore this comic series. Every single issue is like a 3-issue story arc. And then once the new issue comes out, or the new story arc, you don't have to have any previous knowledges of the previous story. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes there's characters that will come into play. But it never feels like it bogs down for new readers like me. So reading this first issue, I was really excited. And I love this, just the atmosphere that Stan Sasaki does is just he does take the time to just, you see the wind blowing as Usagi's coming closer. It's just absolutely beautiful. And he's going to this field where he remembers this big old battle and how he was there to protect their lord. And all throughout this battle is a sequence. It's just all flashbacks, and you definitely see the pain that he is having with remembering all this. And some very good things, kind of like he's having PTSD about the whole entire experience. And his master falls in battle. And so he decides to cut off the head because he doesn't want the enemy to go and put this head on a spike and have it for everybody to basically mock. So to protect his master after he passed away, he cuts off the head, and now everyone's after Usagi for taking the head because they want it for his own, so that they can go back to their emperor and show the face of the fallen enemy, of the fallen lord. And Usagi's going, and just you see the pain of him remembering this big old battle. And he's going there to, because once he got away, he was able to bury the master in this unmarked grave, and he's going asking him for him to release him from his vows. And it's just beautiful art, just beautiful storytelling. And then all of a sudden, Usagi knows he's being followed, and all of a sudden it starts to snow. And I just love this cartoonish element to the series that it's just really good. And so he's going, and he's getting really cold. He sees this hut, or this house, and he goes in, and he asks for this lady to give him basically sanctuary. And I'm not going to ruin what happens in this book, but the thing about Usagi Yojimbo is that with each and every issue, or it has this moment where a situation will happen, and in a lot of different comics, it will turn out just the hero's way every single time, or everything will be good in the world by the end. And Usagi Yojimbo, there's times where it's not. Like in the previous story arc, you have this woman who's trying to run away from her samurai husband, and you know that things are not good there, but she has to still stick by him, and she wants to run away, and Usagi wants to protect her. And by the end, the husband comes, finds his wife, kills her, and Usagi couldn't do anything about it. So there's some really intriguing elements into this whole entire series, and just the artwork, it's just beautiful. And I am going to go back, and I know in Comixology, I believe the Usagi Yojimbo has a whole bunch of volumes that you can read. So I'm going to go back and read some of those original works in black and white, which should be really awesome. But no, if you have a chance, go and pick up this book. Go in, because this is some damn good comics. Usagi Yojimbo, issue number 6, is a damn good ride. I give it an 8 out of 10. And I am intrigued to see, I think in the next issue we're going to get a brand new fresh story arc. And I think throughout the run we'll see some of the original issues coming out in the single floppies. And I do believe in January, I think I saw on the big old previews catalog that Usagi Yojimbo is going to have the regular issues, the new story arcs coming out here, and then they're going to have reprints in a different series. So I'm just loving this series. This is beautiful work. If you see this in your comic book shop, pick Usagi Yojimbo up. It is so good. All right, my name is David Lee. If you liked what you've seen here, go rate, comment, subscribe. As always, people, just love comics.